I were 9 years. Mesa Police detaining a father.
And we found out that that father was the one who called 911 because he says his daughter was kidnapped. Fox 10's Lindsay Regis is here now with that full story tonight. Lindsay.
Mark and Ellen, tonight we caught up with the father in the video, Darnay Cockrell. He zoomed with us while he was in the hospital, and we also reached out to the Mesa Police Department and have their response.
Here, just put my hands, man. I'm not going on the ground here. Right. Here, just put my hands. Would you stop? Please, would you stop? Would you stop? Hey,
he told you he's hurt.
My hand, my wrist, I just had surgery. Would you stop? I'm right here, my head like this. What are you doing, man?
On August 6th, Darnay Cockrell called 911 just after 6 a.m. He told police his ex kidnapped his 4-year-old daughter, and he didn't know where they went.
I was on the phone with the dispatcher, and I was like, she's left out. And it was like, well, go locate and see which way she went. So I ran down the stairs, and the officer was walking up, and I was like, my baby's gone. And he ran on the side of me and was like, get on the ground. I'm like, no, I'm not getting on the ground. My baby's gone.
Cockrell says that's when a second officer came and he was pulled to the ground and detained.
So what is going on with your baby mama?
She's a dope kid.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
This morning.
You're going to stay on the ground.
Hey, man, don't touch me no more. I swear to God, don't touch me
You
no
brought this upon yourself.
Man, I'm pissed off. You don't feel somebody got your kid. And he was like, she's in the intersection. When I heard intersection, it freaked me out. I'm thinking they didn't got hit by a car. So I'm like, why are you in front of me? You know, it's irritating me. I called you. What you talking about?
Stay over there. You stay over there. In a statement, Mesa Police wrote, the man appeared upset as his daughter was just taken and displayed a high level of emotion, which is understandable. However, because emotions were so high, he was not obeying the officer's commands and made comments that spiked concern for officer safety.
I'm nervous. I don't know where my kid is. I don't know the situation. And I'm frantic. I'm at a frantic pace. My heart racing. I'm scared. I'm not feeling like I'm this father that's supposed to be protecting his child.
Darnay's handcuffs were eventually removed after more officers arrived. His daughter was found, and his ex, Nicole Connor Sharp, was booked into jail for disorderly conduct under the domestic violence law. Police say Cockrell told them she appeared to have been under the influence of drugs, and records show she is homeless. Police wrote in a statement, Cockrell filed an internal affairs complaint. The complaint was handed down to the district commander to investigate, which was cleared as unfounded. The statement goes on to say the officer's actions were not in violation of department policy. However, upon reviewing body-worn camera video, it was determined that supplemental training would be beneficial for both officers, as there is always room for improvement.
Saying that they need supplemental training tells me that that's a contradiction of a statement that he just read off, because if they need some more training, that means they're not properly trained for the job.
It's unclear what happened before the video started, but we have requested the body camera video from Mesa Police. Reporting live, Lindsay Regis, Fox 10 News.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me get this straight. A black father in Mesa, Arizona, called 911 because his daughter was reported missing, or she was kidnapped. Then Mesa Police, instead of helping the father find his daughter, they put him in handcuffs. Like it was him that did all of this, right? And all he did was trying to asking officers for help. That his daughter was kidnapped. And then all of a sudden, in the way they talk, the way these white officers talking to this black father, like he's a criminal, like he's a suspect, right? So then it turned out that the daughter's mother was not only kidnapped her, but the thing of it is that she was in drugs so badly, and she rightfully so got arrested for possibly alleged kidnapping of their 4-year-old daughter. But it shows you how these officers are. And then you notice that they say, well, they did not, in other words, they did not do anything wrong, and we need to do some training. Picture this. Yes, I'm using racist in this issue. What if this father was white and his 4-year-old daughter's being kidnapped? They don't know where she is, and the mother kidnapped their 4-year-old daughter. Will they use that same procedure as their black father? Of course not. Matter of fact, they probably would tell him, listen, we're going to look for your daughter right now. We'll put an APB out on your daughter, your 4-year-old daughter, and matter of fact, they will use an Amber Alert to find that 4-year-old daughter. That's how they going to treat their white father. But because they treat a black father any type of way, this is what happens. And then all of a sudden, they're going to tell the media, well, after what we saw, the body cam video, we need to try to train these police officers properly. Wait a minute. No. You protected these officers even more. This is mainly the reason why we need to end qualified immunity, so we need to hold these officers accountable for their actions. And I know some people probably gonna say, well, the way the video is, basically he wasn't cooperating with officers. He doesn't comply. Well, and to answer to that is that if you have a child, and you haven't seen your child, and your child's been missing. Your child is she's 4 years old, and you get crazy too because you don't know where your child is. And you see how they respond to the media. Well, I noticed that he's emotional, but when he get too emotional, he did not obey an officer's command. What can any parent do by losing a 4-year-old child? And again, I'm using race as an issue. If this was a white father, the officer would say, well, don't worry, sir. We will find your daughter. We will even ask an Amber Alert. We'll get an Amber Alert to locate where your daughter is. Because he knows that the father was emotional, and we will go ahead and try to find where his child is. But to handcuff this black man because his daughter was missing, and he the one called 911. Nobody else didn't call 911, but he was the one that called 911, and he was locked up, or he was handcuffed. He wasn't locked up, but he was handcuffed. He was detained. And he was the one calling 911 because his 4-year-old daughter was missing. If I have a child of my own and my daughter was missing, I would go ballistic. I would go berserk. But you know how these officers are. Well, the emotion. You hear what the media was saying. Well, these emotions, and we all understand that the emotion that he missed his daughter, but he get too emotional that he don't obey the officer's command. Really? I guarantee you, if this was a white father, you wouldn't say that. Not on camera. You wouldn't even say that, because we understand that the daughter was missing, and you'll do anything as men in the badge, as the law that define your 4-year-old daughter. And I told y'all before, if this was a white father, first of all, he wouldn't even put in handcuffs. That's number one. Number two, they would have said, sir, we'll do anything we can to find your daughter. Matter of fact, we'll put an Amber Alert to find where your daughter is. Not how they treated this black father. But I digress. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments.